Hello everybody and welcome back to the next episode of Mountain Blade Bannerpage outside of Yalen, where last time we managed to get ourselves a few more businesses up and running, so financially we should start to be in a better position. My goal now is to keep on working with Renown to get myself to become a vassal of the Rodok Republic. I think it's about 150 Renown you need, so we can start thinking about that. And I also think we'll carry on with our raiding. So there we go, we're starting to keep up with a little bit of money. And I know we just put down a business at Yalen, but it hasn't come in just yet, that's fine. It will do as time comes on. Let's pop into Valuka here. So I just want to see whether King maybe, because then we can go see if he's willing to make us a vassal. Unfortunately, because we've had to run away from a few fights beforehand, some of the local lords are not too thrilled about us. However, that is a consequence of our actions. Where is Dozgraveth? Is it Yelkala, of course, the other main city we didn't turn up to. I don't think he's going to accept us as a vassal just yet, but it would be nice if he did. There's a few mercenary groups, also not mercenary groups, bandit groups that we can maybe go after. There's 35 mountain bandits that look like a tasty target for us. We'll come back for Dozgraveth momentarily. I'd like to go after those mountain bandits if I can. Okay, surrender or die. And we will take the field here. It's going to take us a long while to get our reputation with the Rodok Lords up, but that's okay. Let's get ourselves set up on this hill here. Infantry here, please, and crossbowmen behind. Of course, I need to get rid of Jeromus's horse. I don't think that's a particularly good idea for him to have one, especially as he is our healer, but we'll see. We definitely also need to get ourselves a better shield, and probably will eventually switch to a much kind of higher level crossbow, which can only be used on foot. Because using crossbows on horseback, I'm only going to be able to use ones which are of a certain level. Whereas this way I can get some very high rated crossbows, maybe ones which are even semi-automatic. I've noticed that there are semi-automatic crossbows in this. Oh, you bugger, you're definitely shooting for me. Oh, let's watch out for you. Infantry can charge. You're the bandit leader, or possibly just a bandit. The advanced bandits. You were also going for me, so I'm glad you're down. Damage you. Which is also helpful because that's more prisoners for us. I always forget about my shield bash, to be honest. Okay, you're down. Let's reload our crossbow here. I think we're going to need it. There we go. I actually managed to kill him. That's pretty good. I thought I was going to end up shooting one of my own troops there. Right, someone is over this way, that's for sure. A couple of people leaving over the other way. Well, hopefully Jeromus on his horse can pick up these other two ones, but I think they're going to get away. I should let my archers charge, but it's fine. This will get us some morale and some loot as well. So it's by no means a bad thing. Well done, gentlemen. It's another victory for us. 4 renown, 6 morale, always welcome. We'll leave those troops. I suppose we can take some caravan guards, why not? Jeromus, however, you're going to go back into being infantry. I will just need to speak to you later. Let's grab all of this. Let me speak to Jeromus quickly. I need to upgrade everyone's levels, but I'm going to take that horse off you, I think. Okay. Let's go for some spearmen. We do have a few caravan guards. I don't expect them to last very long, but it's worth having them for the time being. Right, let's go to Yokala. The king is no longer there, but he's not far away. Doge Grabbath, there he is. My man. I wish to become a small man and fight for your honour. No, not quite yet. Do you have any tasks for me? You want me to go to Yalen? I can do that. It's not a problem to get the king on side a little bit more. Or the Doge. 180 dinars from that. We're now at peace with the Swadians. It's probably not a bad thing, all things considered. Let's get in here. Let's go to the marketplace first and sell off all these goods we've picked up. And then I think we'll go do some more raiding of maybe some Sarranid caravans. That could do well for us. Let's pop into the tavern quickly as well, see who's here. Anyone of interest? These some mercenaries, madam. Ransom brokers, always welcome. Right, let's go to the castle. Hello there, my good man. Okay, speak to you. I have a message from Doge Grabbath. Okay. Let's go to Sarranid territory, because I believe we're still at war with the Sarranids. So we can maybe do some good work there. In terms of raiding some caravans for some loot. Loot is money, money is useful. That's fine, we'll leave the manhunters to their fate. But we've got more important things to concern ourselves with. But we're making good money, which I'm happy about. Still need to speak to Baron Telrog if he's no longer under captivity, because we need to pay him back his money. So let's see if he's out of captivity. Location of Mr. Telrog, where is he? Should go to Yamish Castle. Where is that? Oh, it's over here. Well, we're kind of headed that way anyway, so that's not a bad thing. Past Grunwalder Castle. Let's go see if he's still around the area. He is. It's right here, in fact. I'll just let those guys fight it out. It's not a problem. I need to speak to Baron Telrog. Oh, is that the Sarranid leader? It might be. Here is your money. You want 5 casks of wine? Fine, we can do that. How long do we have to do that? Only 15 days, not very long. We best get on with it, but this is Sultan Hakim. I'd like to take Sultan Hakim on, to be honest. Because he'd be worth a lot of money. But the other lords don't seem as keen on it, to be honest. Right, let's go find this man his damn wine. And go from there. 5 casks of wine. Nara's been besieged. That's fine. Into Dirham we go. Dirham is very underguarded. I feel like actually finding wine might be quite tough here, to be honest. Probably to the tavern as well. Farmer, retinue archers, hussars. Okay, no one there particularly that we need to talk to. Head over to Uxal. Kaiser Harlas looking pretty strong there. Lordy Ale, there's some wine. 1 out of 5 though. It's quite expensive wine, to be honest. We don't have long to find this, so let's just keep going around Swadian territory for the time being. Looks like the Nords are arriving at Uxal. Indeed they are. There's more well-made wine there. Look how expensive this wine is. This best be worth it, by the way. This wine. because I'm spending an absolute fortune on it at the moment. Sure, I could probably find some cheaper wine. Yeah, I could have easily found some cheaper wine by doing it like that. That's fine. Let's see if Baron Terrog appreciates my quite expensive investment into this task of his, to be honest. We need to go find Baron Terrog. We've only got 11 days to actually find him the wine as well. We found him the wine, but now we actually need to give it to him. Okay, another payment. The brewery at Yalen's not earning that much at the moment, but it might do in future. Let's see if we can go find Terrog. I imagine he still might be somewhere in the same area, to be honest. Okay, that's the Sarranid group. Okay, only a bit of money there, that's good. I will renew my contract. I want to get this man his wine before our soldiers drink it, because I don't know if that's something that can happen, but I wouldn't put it past this mod. Where is Baron Terrog? I require to speak with him. There might be a lady inside here that I can speak to. Hello there. I want the location of Baron Terrog. Travel to Yalkala, close to Chalez. Okay, he's going to be back this way then. Is that him there? It is. He's only got 21 men. In your pop. Vassalship is no longer under siege. Here's Baron Terrog. I've spent a lot of money on this wine, by the way. That was a good amount of relation. But the money wasn't great. It's a lot of money to spend for 8 relation, fine. And it is because I bought really expensive wine, but I just didn't know how the rarity was going to be on the wine. Right, let's go make some of that money back by heading over to Sarranid territory. That'll also give us the renown that we need to hopefully get ourselves up to being a vassal. Because even though we'll only get a terrible village, I imagine the vassalship will still earn us more money than kind of the fairly mediocre mercenary payment that we're getting. I would think anyway. So where's going to be a good place to get some trade? Possibly to Kuba, or actually let's head to Shariz and see if there's any trade there for us to raid. Or just anyone in general. Oh, there's a couple of caravans. But we are deep in Sarranid territory now, so we'll be a little bit careful. I don't really want to fight both of them at once, to be honest. So I can split one of them off, that would be ideal, to be honest with you. I demand something from you. I am not robbing you. Hand over your goods. Take the field. They technically have a slight advantage over us here. And this will be a very flat map because we're in the desert, which suits them a lot more than it does us. But we should have spears against their cavalry coming in. I don't know how useful our crossbow is going to be honest. Infantry charge. Same with cavalry, I guess. If we think this is going too badly, we'll pull back. But I think the caravan guards on fairly weak horses. I think we can turn this in our favour, to be honest. As long as we don't get speared. We might lose a few troops here. We've already lost one of our few caravan guards that we had. Ow, that hurts. Okay, we've got a little bit less careful. We're a little bit stuck here. Take you out, or at least damage you. No throwing weapons at my troops, please. Did that man have his arm chopped off? I don't think he did. He just looked like he did. Archers can charge now. I don't know if they need to, but they at least have the liberty to do so now. Take you out. And we can also go for the other caravan afterwards. We should still have enough ability to go after them. Yeah, crossbows on horseback are not great. Oh, that wasn't bad. That was a pretty close shot. Come on, caravan guard. This is your job. Will he slow him down enough for me to finish him off? There we go. There's a big pile of corpses over there. Of both horse and men. And there's a good amount of renown for us as well. Some prisoners. We didn't lose too many troops, so that's not bad. Oh, some fine raw silk. Yes, please. And actually, we can get a nicer horse, so it's time to say goodbye to our mule and pick up a Rouncy. It's not that much better, but it will do. I'm going to just say no one gets a horse. But heroes can take what they want. We'll gather the remaining 37 items. We will go after this caravan, though. I think we've still got enough troops to do so. There might be some nice trade here for us to grab. Hand over your goods, please. This has got a little bit more of a hill. This works slightly more in our favour, I would say, but not by much. See my infantry to come forward a little bit. There is at least some semblance of a hill here. Take you out, so at least damage you. Come here. I mean, I am fighting on horseback, which isn't... I don't think is really the Rodok way, but so be it. When we're a bit more safe and geared, we can consider fighting more permanently on foot. I have been trying to work out why, when I've been knocked out, I haven't died. But from more discussions I could see and from speaking to a couple of esteemed colleagues from YouTube who also play this game, and specifically this mod, we think it may just be a chance. It may not be like a guaranteed kill if you get knocked out or if you get downed, but there is a chance of death. What determines that, however, I'm still not entirely sure. But we'll have to find out. Hopefully we won't find out, but there's always a chance we will find out. We'll take the actual troops, and then we'll take any spare caravan guards that we can. Let's upgrade our troops here. We do want to think probably about getting some more troops. There's a meat Rouncy there. It's actually quicker, so we'll take it. Let me just drop off some of this lower quality stuff and pick up this. This wasn't as good of a caravan, but it also gets us renown, which is not a bad thing either. So let's go sell this at Yelkala. Actually, we can sell it at Halmar. Halmar is a friendly town to us at the moment. As long as we don't run into any Sarranid opposition. I should run straight through a castle, but it was okay in the grand scheme of things. Right, go to the goods merchant. Sell all these bits. This will be a nice amount of money for us, actually. Probably just under 2,000 dinars. Actually, no, with the iron and the wool, the actual trade goods will make it over. It's pretty good. Let's just move this food up. It's just extra morale for us. Ooh, you look cool. How much are you? You know what? I'm going to hire some of these Badesha Genovese. I like Genovese crossbowmen. They've always been a really fun unit just in real life. But also, I think these guys could be very fun in game. sure they cost quite a bit of money, and it was a little bit of an expenditure, but I'm hoping it will be worth it to see them in action. And it gives us a little bit more of a fighting edge, actually, as well. Okay, let's head back into Sarranid territory. Oh, speaking of caravans, there's one right here for us. Excellent. Hand over your golden valuables. And yes, I'm not joking. Right, I want to see it's probably not the best utilization of these Genoese crossbowmen. And it's a very small map. Infantry, get in front quickly. Infantry charge. Archers, just stay there and fire as best you can. Oh, these... Okay, charge now, charge now. I don't want to lose these Genoese troops if I can. I don't mind losing basic Rodok troops, those can always be replaced. These caravan guards are not usually too bad to deal with, to be honest. They're not that well armoured. Ah, we're at the edge of the map. I wondered why you'd stopped. You, good sir, do not get to run away. Coming off to you, good. Do some damage to you as well if we can. You've routed. We should be able to get this guy before he runs away, hopefully. No, not quite. I think those Genoese Balestriers are going to do pretty well, especially against something which isn't mostly cavalry based, so probably not against the Sarranids. Can't even pick up these prisoners. The veteran footmen will be worth a decent amount. Some bent Jareds. We'll let anyone take what they want. And we will gather the rest. Those are just looters. They're nothing to worry about. Right, we can just go sell this at Halmar again. Those Jareds are probably... someone could probably use them, but to be honest, I'm happy just to let it be sold. I've got no space at Halmar, so I will just go set it at Nara instead. We might even find a prison broker there to buy our prisoners, or I suppose we could go to the salt mines and drop these guys off. But I think they're probably worth a little bit more as actual cash. Doesn't appear to be a prison broker here, though. Unfortunately, that's alright. Let's sell the rest of these items. But I'd like to start maybe getting some actual land for myself. Are we near the salt mines? We're actually very close to the salt mines. We'll just go drop them off. Probably in the long term it'll make us a little bit more money. We'll just go drop them all off. Put prisoners in the mines. I think we can always take them back out again later, should we need the short-term income. That increases the amount of money we get per week, which is not bad. Of course, our wages are going up as the quality of our troops increase. But we're pretty much keeping up with financially, so it's not a problem. I do think the mercenary payments is a little bit weak, but we might be able to make the right. Hello, Baron Torog. I just want to ask you, first of all, are you married? No, you are married. But most of all, where's the king? Should be close to Yamish at the moment. Over here. They're going to be going for somewhere like Shariz, I would imagine. Okay, into Yamish Castle. The king should be somewhere around here. Wow, we're really losing a lot of reputation for having to run away earlier. Should we go to Ibeles Castle? I haven't quite decided if I want to stay with the Rodox or start my own kingdom. Because normally I start my own kingdom, but it might be nice to actually follow another kingdom's fortunes for once. What was a tournament here? Should we do a tournament? Let's do a tournament. Let's bid for 3 points, but we'll wager a little bit more. We'll bid 160 dinars. In fact, we'll bid for 4 points. Okay, we'll bid for 3 points. That's fine. Fight to the next round. Because as long as we win, we get the 3 points required. Ow. How did that not hit anyone? How did that not hit anyone either? Okay, we managed to get a hit off on you. I'm more concerned about red, to be honest. Nope. I see you shooting at me. Missed. Okay, got some damage on you. Bunduk is on red. That's not ideal. Bunduk's a pretty decent crossbowman. Oh, that was an unfortunate miss. As was that, but blue does appear to be winning. Oh, we've got Dogegravis with us. Maybe after the tournament we can ask him if he's willing to accept us as a vassal. No, I see you shooting me over there. Oh, come on, how did that miss? It's got a big old sword, but there's a crossbow duel at the moment. Ooh, okay, let's get behind here, but we're through. And we get actually a good amount of money for doing this, so if we keep on winning, we can get some pretty good benefits, I would imagine. I'm actually going to target blue because green is nearly always the one that... The team in the middle is the one that struggles the most, to be honest. Oh, sorry, Deshavi. Took you out there. Actually, no, blue appears to be losing to green here, so let's focus green. Get a shot in there, good. Cool, got you out, that's good. That's 2 kills already. Oh, you're blocking the line of fire, sir. Well done. Okay, we're through. It's another 869 dinars, so for a tournament, so we could actually be doing pretty well here. Oh boy. Oh, this is not going as well. Standing behind Deshavi. Deshavi, I need you as protection, but no. Oh, Luigi fell as well. Luigi's here with us. Okay. Let's continue on. But still, I'd say we've made some pretty good money here. Oh, we actually have a shield next time. Excellent. Do like having a shield. But if I don't have it up, it doesn't do much for me. Well done. Oh, no, Luigi. It's Clethy over there. Okay. We need to focus on red now. Got some damage off on you. I'm not very good at getting headshots with crossbows, it must be said. But at least I'm getting some damage in with these crossbows. Oh, we missed that. Okay, let's go join the melee scrum over here. Took you out, because this will get us some extra points. And I think we're actually going to charge down these crossbowmen now. Stop them firing. Oh, okay. Oh, we took out took out the Doge. That's not bad. Okay, sadly not 3 points there, but I still think we would have made a pretty good profit over this tournament. Anyway, I would say. See who wins between blue and red here. Blue. Well done, Cleffy. Bad luck to Bunlock there. Oh, we earned money. Oh, because our team's still... Is it because our team's still won? Is that why we got enough points to make it through? I guess so. How's the tournament standings looking? We're not too bad. Don't think we're going to win, though. Now in the 5th round. I don't have a shield. Let's get behind this wall. At least I'll block off some of the opponent's shots. Ooh, a headshot. Very nice. Sometimes these crossbow shots are really close to hitting them and I just miss them by a sliver. Right, let's get green out of here and then we can focus on red. Oh no, we are red, sorry. Focus on blue, I should say. Doge Gravith is not a great soldier, is he? Guardsman Trevor Voxel, however, is. He's been doing pretty well. Let's just stand behind here while we reload. That's better than nothing. We should be shooting a little bit higher in the air, really. To try and get a better chance of a headshot, because the team is losing at the moment. We'd probably be better off trying to fight them on in a melee combat, to be honest. Okay, I think we're going to have to... Oh, we've only got a two-handed sword. It's hardly ideal. Have at you, knave. Oh, that's bad. Hello. I need you to come and attack me, really. I'm not going to be able to charge down 2 competent crossbowmen with a two-handed sword. Yeah, I need to charge them down really here to have a chance, I would say. No. No, 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 no. I'm not a two-handed sword user. No. Didn't think that was going to go very well, to be honest. Right, into the final round. We're at 10 of 32, so we're not doing terribly. We're definitely not doing terribly, but we're making money, which is the main thing. Some damage, good. Please don't shoot me. Ow. What did I say about not shooting me? There's red coming in. I think red's the bigger concern, to be honest. Just missed them there. Use a little bit of a shield there. Damage you a bit, good. It's not great damage, but at least I'm interrupting their firing sequence. Should be able to get a little bit more money here, I would think, unless this guy does very well. There we go. Oh, it's Bunduck again. Excellent, more money for us. We don't get first, second or third place, but we still do pretty well. And I'd say we made quite a bit of money from that tournament as well, so not a bad thing at all. Can I fight for your honour? No, Still not quite yet. But the extra money is welcome. Let's head over towards kind of Nordic territory, where we're less likely to be involved in a fight with them on a regular basis. Because then we can hopefully get a nice kind of secondary business area open up over there. Just keep an eye on anyone in the tavern. Let's keep moving. I don't think we want to put businesses down in Swadian territory, but Northern Lands territory should be okay. In fact, especially now that we've just got a non-aggression treaty, that's pretty useful for us, to be honest. Now, the Northern Lands have lost Sargoth, but they still own Tyr and Vercheg, so let's go to those. We need to find the Guildmaster, of course. But it should be worth doing, I would say. Let's probably look at the tavern quickly as well. Hero Sven, you might be worth talking to. Recruiter, Freelancer Knight. A couple of interesting companions here. Hello, Ramoon the Slave Trader. It's fine, I know who you are. I don't think I've actually got any... No, I don't actually have any prisoners, but it's good to know you're here. Let's take a walk around the streets and find out where the Guildmaster might be. You're going to be right here ahead of us? That'd be wonderful if you were. You are, good. Hello. Productive enterprise. What's going to be worth a lot of money for us? 367 for tannery. It's not terrible. I'm used to Pendor prices where everything earns a lot more money. Because we've got quite a bit of money to invest here, but nothing's ideal. Looks like a tannery might be the best. So we'll invest the winnings from our tournament there. I like the way I really like the way this town looks. That's very cool. I suppose we could have bought a boat and gone out on the open seas, but I don't know if that's something we really needed at the moment. Let's head back towards Sarranid territory. We're at 146 renown. I think it's 150 to become a lord. So I'll have to see how that goes. Some big fights between the Swadians and the Northern Lands going on here. Guessing that's why they agreed a treaty with us, to be honest. I'm tempted to go after one of these Catalan companies, to be honest. But not with Baron Terrog there as well. I'm still 76. I'd like to find a smaller Sarranid lord to go after, maybe. Or at least have a friend to help me out here. Or you would do. Do you want to come help me attack this man? Gotta watch out for that sheriff's patrol, though. Well, I reckon we can catch up to this guy. Yeah, you're gonna be in trouble because we've got people on our side. Surrender or die. 349 versus 76. Wonderful. Probably not going to get too much renown from this, but we might be able to pick up a prisoner or two, which is always nice. Set up on this hill here. Don't want to push too close to the enemy territory. Oh, look at that. We even managed to do some horse crossbowmanship, which is not particularly easy. Let's see if we can just get some damage in here. Oh, let's not be stuck in their cavalry contingent. They're charging in. Okay. I said I'm intrigued to do how our Genoese crossbowmen will do. I'm quite happy to let them push in and let our kind of crossbowmen at the back here do the work, to be honest. Just move the caravan to the side here. And just use our infantry to just protect our crossbowmen. Not I think we really need to worry. I do need to also up the player count now that we're starting to come in, or the troop count now that we're coming to deal with some more numerically large armies on both sides of the engagement. We'll have to think about that. Some very fancy looking cavalrymen here. Hopefully their loot will be worth a decent amount. Take you out. Because yeah, already there's quite a few separate waves and I much prefer having bigger fights. So as soon as we can we will up the party count. Oh, our horse took a bit of damage there. Thank you, caravan guard. Come to save me. Or at least keep them busy. No, our horse. I think he came in with his scythe there. Oh, this could be bad. To me, man. We're fine. We're fine. No, no running away. Who's trying to shoot me? Fine, let's get our crossbow. Remember to pick up one or two of these guys. Oh, come on, that was a hit, surely. No. Oh, there was a horse here we could have picked up. Oh well. I don't think we can catch up to them now, unfortunately. Oh, it's a really slow horse. Really slow horse. Something must have gone wrong with him. That's fine. We've won the battle. We might be able to take a prisoner there and get some money from him. No managed to escape, but I will take his troops prisoner. Wonderful. Nothing major. There's a very nice horse there, actually. Stubborn Arabian. We'll see if our troops want to pick anything up here, and I'll take everything else. Some people are ready to upgrade. Wonderful. Let's actually get some more recruitment done here. We're starting to get there with renown. Right, let's see if we can go do a solo fight just to pick up a little bit more renown that we need to, I think, get ourselves a village. Probably not going to be a good village, but a village nonetheless. Will be welcome. That's the Sultan, Hakim. Let's not go after him. I think that'd be a silly thing to go for. 57. But a lot of those are just footmen. I reckon we can take him on, even though he's numerically superior to us. He's travelling to Shiriz. Oh, we've got to watch out for that Shiriz patrol, though. But I reckon we could have taken him there had he been by himself. Just want to find a relatively small group that I can take on. You're not a small group. Not in the slightest. Okay, it's getting a little bit dangerous. So let's maybe pull back to somewhere a little bit safer. When I say safer, Shiriz isn't safe. There's more chance. Okay, well, we can go after the Swadians now. That's probably better than going after the Sarranids. The Sarranids are probably quite good at fighting the Rhodoks. There you are. You're not the same person, are you? You've got tougher troops. I don't want to fight you. Even though the numbers aren't too bad, I just think you've got some tough troops. So that would be a silly thing to try to take you on. But we can go now into Swadian and fight there. 78 troops, we'll leave you alone. I will drop these guys off the salt mine as well. Because why not? It's more money. Okay, we got 42 prisoners in there, that's good. During today's training, you are accidentally injured. While the wounds aren't severe, it may take some time for you to heal completely. That's fine, I'm not too badly injured, I can carry on fighting. We can also just take Dirham for ourselves at that rate. There's a nice, easy caravan for us to go after. So let's go after that caravan, in fact. Because also it's money, and money is always welcome. And we're not even going to be fighting in the desert, so we might even have a slightly better chance of having some useful terrain. It's going to be tough to get there before the cavalry do, but it's fine. Let's get ourselves set up here. Infantry just charge then, but we'll leave the crossbowmen up on the hill for the time being. Gotta watch out for those spears. They can be deadly if I'm going too quick. Just some damage to you. It's nice to see Luigi getting some kills, that's for sure. My poor horse is dying yet again. Oh, hello. Hello. Gentlemen, to me, please. Everyone follow me. That's a horse, get on it. Get out of there. Okay, everyone charge now. Oh boy, that could have been bad. It's these big lads with their big cleavers who are problematic. There we go. And we leveled up actually, but that was a pretty close call. Always got to be careful because we could always accidentally get ourselves killed. Don't think we need the Koget Veteran Horse Archer. But we'll take these guys to sell or put in the salt mines. Excellent. Some nice raw fine silk. And we can go sell that at... Oh, we'll go sell it at Ravenhall, why not? See if there's anything exciting inside Ravenhall. Camel riders, those sound fun. They're bloody expensive though. What do you sell? You sell weapons, that's fine. I don't need weapons per se. I like the idea of camel riders, but I think the reality is probably something a bit different. Let's take that fish back. We'll sell all this, including the fresh beef and chicken, because it will rot. I'd rather sell it in the meantime. Pick up some more food. I don't think we have much cause to go with the Vegia Sardum either, so we could consider going after them as well in terms of businesses. Let's pop by the salt mine again, because this is all just going to contribute to our weekly income, which is important. I know we can set up a hideout. We need a bit more money to do that, but it might not be a bad thing to do. Goodness me, look how small these groups of parties are. Once we know where we stand in terms of where our village is. Sarranid Sultanate and the Holy Swadian Empire have formed an alliance. That's fine. So probably us and the Kurgats will get on, at least to a certain extent. Setting Kala, I'm hoping we've got the... We technically have character renown of 152 now, which I think is what we need to become a lord, as opposed to just a cavalier. Neocolour is the capital, I believe. I'm going to find where the king is. Should be someone here in one of these castles. Speak to one of these fair maids. Might even want to think about trying to marry one of them at some point. Chairs is over here. Is he over here somewhere? There's Graveth, there we go. Hello there again, sir. I was from a sworn man, fight for your honour. No. Still not quite just yet. Maybe it's different in this. No, that's a problem. I'm actually pretty okay with it being a little bit different. Pop into Valuka here. See if there's anyone around. Nomad horse archers. Tactician tin. Must be skirmishers and traveller. Fine. We'll speak to the guildmaster though. Do you have a job for me? Can't take that job at the moment. Okay, let's head back into Swadian territory. Sarranid and Kurgats have made peace. Was that a, hang on, was there a caravan? There was. There's a couple of caravans here over that we can go after. Rumisk is going to go for that one, so we'll go after this caravan of the Swadians. No, I changed my mind. I'll go for this actual lord because he's very underguarded, and most of them are skirmishers. Surrender or die. We will take the field. He's got skirmishers. I think we can have better crossbowmen. So let's hold out here if we can. Oh no, we're gonna have to push him. Not a problem. Everyone up to this hill here. He's gonna expect us to come to him, which is not a problem. Infantry here. Crossbowmen here, please. Okay. And now we just wait for our army to arrive. But I think our crossbowmen will be much superior to the Swadian skirmishers that appear to be making up the majority of this army. Yeah, we've got the Genoese mercenaries here who will be pretty good for us. And these Genoese can actually be going to Genoese arbalests, which are even better. Right, let's join the firing line. They're going to have a better rate of fire. Wow, that's an appalling drop on that crossbow bolt there. They'll have a better rate of fire than we will. Hello, Luigi. But I'm hoping our quality will prevail. And we've probably got a little bit more protection where it comes to it because we've got these shields. In fact, we've taken first blood here, good. See if we can assist here. Everyone, let's slowly start pacing forward so we can get a little bit closer to them. There's only 29 of them left. Eventually they'll run out of arrows, probably quicker than our crossbowmen will, but I want to just get a little bit closer. So we'll keep on moving forward, bit by bit. Just slowly pacing it forward. I mean, they are getting some kills back or some wounds, but I think we're okay here. Just move forward a little bit more. They do now have the hill. Thankfully we didn't lose that sharpshooter there. Infantry move forward a little bit more. Okay. They also have crossbows, I forgot. Everyone charge now. I think the best thing we can do is just push in. Because we're starting to lose a few troops here. But we've got much more infantry than they do, or we're certainly used to. But the best thing that we can do now is just close them down, I think. Always forget about that shield bash. We're going to watch out for these big hammers. This might be the first time we have taken on a lord in our own right. Cease and desist, good sir. Thank you, whoever shot that crossbow bolt. Watch out for these horsemen. Save this Rodok sergeant if we can. He's important. He may not need saving. In fact, he didn't. Well, there's still some cavalrymen around. Got to be careful. We've lost 7 dead so far. Fine. We can recoup that back. Hopefully, we didn't lose any of the Genoese guys. You're running. There's no way we'll be able to catch up to you in time, I don't think. Benefits of not having any horsemen. Although our troops are trying. No, they won't catch up to him. With no one on horseback, that will be a problem. Not a problem. Okay, 5 renown to morale. Didn't manage to take him prisoner, unfortunately. Good we didn't lose any Genoese, that's always nice. Was that fight worth it? Maybe not. But it was fun to do. A sharpshooter, some more crossbowmen. Well, I think we also call things apart there, but let's get back to relatively safe territory. There's a nice looking weak caravan over here for us to go after. We'll call things there though. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.